Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me just check the sound real quick. Cool. Yeah. And how about you? Cool. Seems to be working. Alright. So yeah. I wasn't feeling it today, but I decided to stream anyways. I need to get better at this, you guys. I really do. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? How's it going? How was your weekend? Today is supposed to be, well, depending on who you work for. Yeah, meaning where it's been a long day. Yeah, I get it. Actually, today in like if you work for a company that is located here, it's a holiday because it's Carnaval. So it's like cool, good to hear. Um, Hola, ¿qué tal? Eh, but not for me. Not for me. I wasn't off today. So, todo bien, todo bien. So, let me just do this one. There you go. That's it. That's it. Igualmente. Gracias por unirte al stream. So today I'll be drawing this giraffe right here, or at least attempting to. I don't know what I'm going to do for this video. It seems like I don't know. No, gracias a ti. Where's the other? Where's my pen? Here's one. There should be another one around here. Oh, here's the other one. Yeah, my desk is a mess. We switch back and forth. Sometimes my wife uses it, sometimes I use it, so yeah. Anyway, let's see. I like this drawing, it's a little bit fun. Did any of you saw the Oscars? I kind of lost touch with all that scene, really. But let me just algunos algunos espectadores, not not that many really. I think some. Is that better? No, it's not better. Come on, camera. Don't play with me. This is the never ending camera issues I have. Anyhow. Okay. So, at the very least, I'm going to. Gracias, gracias. At the very least, I'm going to try to film the first, at least the first line, the very few, first few. Uh, 2nd. 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 2 Gracias, gracias. Gracias por saludar. Espero que sigas bien. Okay, that's out of the way. We'll see how this drawing goes. I'm actually feeling a little bit. I don't know. The temperature here is weird. Sometimes. Oh please, please, dude, don't start. Buddy, go to sleep. Come on, buddy. My dog just woke up. And yeah, it's been a little bit extra lately. I don't know. When I, you know, Murphy's law, or well, Murphy's idea for a law, I guess, or thing that came from him. Uh, well, my dog, whenever it's raining, he decides that he wants to pee and poo, uh, like in a way more regular basis than when it's dry, and he doesn't like going out when it's raining because he gets his paws wet. So it's like a whole thing. Uh, we have to. Sometimes we just have to go take him out. So take him out for a walk so he can pee, but he even then he doesn't want to do it because it's all wet. Yeah, it's an experience. It's an experience. Not gonna lie. So I mentioned multiple times that I just focus on framing the drawing first, kind of focus on the larger shapes first, and then I go for the details. So once you can see what I said right here, those are the horns for the giraffe. Gonna run out of battery, but it is what it is. I kind of need that light, so I mean, just is that better? Granted, not. My point about that is dogs come from wolves, and wolves they have to go outside. Like they live outside. So to me, it doesn't make sense that a dog wouldn't like. It's a thing I think that happens with dogs. They're in-house dogs. Like if it's an outside dog, he doesn't care. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased about that, but like we went on a trip to the south here, like to Patagonia, and there's an area where they have a bunch of huskies that they used before for like for years and years. It was a transportation uh, device, so sleigh, like dog sleigh, travel type deal, and now it's like a novelty for tourists. But those dogs, they like it can be like -20 and they're outside. They all have they make houses for them, and you can see them like they're just outside, like laying on the snow. So that's what I'm comparing it to. But yeah, my dog is it's an in-house dog, so I guess the relation doesn't really apply. I might I might have messed up here. So whenever I have the chance, I will buy another camera. Mark my words. I will produce better videos. It bothers me so much that it decides to mess with me every time. I really don't get it. What if I set up a filter for it? Can I add another filter like contrast? Is that possible? Scaling? No, color correction. Wait. Sharpness. Let's just push the sharpness on that. Is it too much? Did I overdo it? Something like that. I'm going to add another one. Let's see. Color correction. Okay. Contrast. Oh, gamma. Oh yeah, this is a different thing. I like it. Maybe this way won't like it because it's on the actual software. Maybe it won't revert back. Hopefully, just guessing. I could be wrong, but hopefully it does that. Okay, yeah, should I contrast brightness? No, that's better. Well, I think it's better. Let's close. And should I add contrast to my face? Let's see. Filters. Okay. Color, not color correction. Yeah. Contrast. Look at that. Contrast, yes. Yes. Cool. Well, I was 2 years old when I learned that I could do that. I didn't know you could do that here. Like I knew you could add filters, but I didn't know it actually worked to some extent. It's not perfect, but you just let me know if is it worth it or not. It really bothers me that when it reverts back, it goes to like a washed out version of what I set for the camera, and the 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 other fact is that it doesn't focus. The freaking thing. It tells you like if you set it as like a meter away, it should focus. To me, it doesn't, but like I'm kind of stuck with it until further notice. So just trying to do the best I can with what I have. Not fun, but yeah. as I do with a lot of things, I try to do the best I can with what I got. Am I messing up here? Probably. We won't know yet. This should be like here. I like the expression on the giraffe. Like this line is wrong. It should be like there. Da. Face goes to like to here. Oh, by the way, this picture was taken by Tareen Greenet. That's the name of the photographer. I actually added the link to the image onto the description. Oh, I think so. I haven't continued to listen. I have to finish it. I really do. But I think it's useful. Um, some of the stuff it mentions, a bunch of the stuff it mentions I've been through, and um, like the experience of the person who writes it is of course different to mine, but uh, in regards to some of the like commonalities that are mentioned there, uh, is something that, well, the point of the book is that it's a common thing that a lot of us go through, and it varies, of course, but so I what I mean is that I already have some mechanisms to deal with certain things that the person mentions there, but it also has some interesting approaches to facing hardship in life. And yeah, I find it interesting that like a few years ago that wasn't even on the radar, and like I don't think nobody was talking about any of it, but now it's been changing to the point that it is something that we really have to consider, because it affects society as a whole, the fabric of society. And yeah, yeah. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, the other day Stephanie recommended a book. I think it's called Men's Work, if I remember correctly, and it's like uh, it's a book that a guy wrote to kind of um, give part of the tools that he gathered to deal with his own hardship. Yeah, yeah, I think so. And I think men in general, we we neglect that department a lot of the time. We just, oh, I'm fine, and like in reality, are you really fine, or are you just saying that to just act as if you are fine, but not really? But yeah, it's definitely interesting to. I wanted to actually read it, but the to be realistic, the only time I have to read it is like after I end streaming, and like by the time I end streaming, I just want to just start to chill and turn off my brain. So I just do other things that are not. I don't have to be engaged as much. Mister, remember me? Hello, how's it going? Well, let me tell you, I don't remember, but probably if you say something about what you maybe chatted about some other time you were in one of my streams, I can remember you. But this time around, I don't have my coffee, so I come in borrowed time. Oh, that was that was some time ago. So that was probably like stream number 10 or something. I don't know. Maybe. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Ah, the whole thing is Mr. Spectacle. I couldn't see it before. I had to check elsewhere. Right. Yeah, I really enjoyed that drawing. The one with the wolf. I enjoy drawing wolves. I have a t-shirt about that. I made a t-shirt about that, about wolves. Well, like the tale of the two wolves. I'm just playing around with this. Just get to cut to the chase. Whoop. And this should go like right there. Maybe something like that. Yeah, yeah. And about this, let's just pop on. Yeah, at least trying to, to the best of my abilities. I was trying to find fun animals to draw, but yeah, it usually reverts back to the common ones, uh, like the mega fun ones. There's some other interesting ones, but some are a little bit disgusting. Like there's a being in documentaries a lot. I'm trying to translate the word escarabajo. I'm just gonna draw it here. Thank you, appreciate it. Escarabajo, like beetle. Beetle is. I was going to draw the. Uh, yeah, there's a beetle in Africa that just moves uh, poop, elephant poop, I think. Well, depending on what you're watching, you should see the giraffe down there. You should see my reference image. measured this wrong. It should be a little bit more. So something like that, I think. Bum, bum. It goes here. Yeah, you guys. I wonder, what do you think would be like a good idea for a viral video as a bunch of people would want to watch? I'm thinking about that to see if I can speed the process of making partner on YouTube. How is that one draft? What? I didn't understand that. The giraffe is sticking out its tongue. Draw a princess? A princess. Uh, what's that? That I'm thinking about a movie that my wife likes a lot. I think it's like Stefano is really tired because Stefano is the only one who could take this and this, and then it cuts out to and get a princess. Yeah. I'm just realizing that my line delivery is not, it's not top notch right now. There's two people watching. It shows on top of you like Digimagic. What? Where are you watching? On the vertical stream? Actually, I haven't seen how it looks there. Turn your previous drawings into cartoon characters. That could be. I've been thinking of, you know, let's see, how many do I have here? I still have a bunch here. I could start a different set of just drawing followers, I guess. Like, make it so like if you follow me, I'll draw your profile picture. So for me to consider you for that. Well, yeah, like take into like I've been streaming for like, I don't know, a long time now. Like it's been, this is stream number 78. So it has taken me at least 78 streams plus a whole lot of actual, well, I guess if you account for the people that join for different platforms, you could get to around 10. Like sometimes, like I've gotten like 16 people at the same time. It varies though, um, but to get like consistently get two people to watch it's I guess it probably isn't the most appealing thing to watch, like this random dude on the internet draw. Uh, but well, you can still ask questions and just chat if you want of whatever subject you like. Mickey Mouse, yeah, that's a you get flagged really easy with the mouse. they I don't know, they're really uh, they go after whoever uses their IPs. So I kind of prefer trying my own thing most of the time. That's part of the reason why I don't do much of a like fan art. Although I have in the past, if you go back and watch the stuff I've done, I've done a bunch of like um at the top of my head. I did Luffy at one point. I did like some anime stuff. I did one that I wasn't expecting to enjoy that much, but it was really fun to do. It's from a video game. I'm trying to think of the name, but the Megalomania, I think it's a name. Besides, I researched the thing, and the game is really awesome. And that piece of music, I really like it. It's freaking awesome. Reminds me of like past uh, music, like music from old video games type thing. I'm messing up today, guys. This is, to me, is no bueno. Thank you. Appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. For me, I feel like I'm messing up a little bit here, but I try to do the best I can. Should I? I'm going to try to film another shot. Sorry, guys. The light turned off. I just turn that back on. I'm super critical of myself. That's why I say that. I appreciate you appreciating the drawing though. Hello, you're back. You left. Oh, yeah, hanging with Axa. That's a beautiful dog. I did not say that loud because my dog might hear it. Even though he's not really the jealous type. Well, I guess you could say that. He's a little bit jealous of of my daughter. Dogs are really awesome. I was watching. I just remember that because I watched it like a couple hours ago or before I joined the stream. The comedian that actually made The Office originally, like the British version of it, he's yeah, dogs are freaking awesome. Well, the guy who made The Office, he's an atheist. Like he doesn't believe in God, or that's how he expresses it. And what I was going to get to with what I saw is that he was mentioning on an interview that like the dude that is like he's telling the dude because the other guy is Christian, like uh, like what your God says that they it does, that he loves everyone unconditionally, uh, but he also says like it doesn't matter whatever you do, the dog is not gonna uh, send you to the pits of hell. So, and they're freaking amazing because they even love their owners more than they love themselves. And yeah, yeah. On this one, there's three. On there's I guess I could say there's one on Twitch. I don't know if there's anyone on TikTok. And Facebook, I couldn't tell you either. There's some people here, for sure. Think. Is there? Hello there! Anybody there? Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, every now and then some people join. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, I have a Discord that is on the description of, well, I guess the horizontal version on YouTube. Uh, there was a lot of people. Do you do you think so? I don't see anyone. I really haven't seen anyone. That'd be awesome. Well, they don't speak. They haven't said anything. So, if the thing with TikTok is that they join for, it's like roulette, like chat roulette. I don't know if you've ever joined one of those sites, but it's a funny experience. Uh, so you end up in somebody else's stream and like, randomly. It reminds me a lot of interdimensional TV. If you have seen Rick and Morty. So I think people just randomly end up on your stream and then you're like, what the hell? What is this? What is this random guy doing? Why is he drawing? What is he drawing? So, yeah. Well, that's. I think that's the nature of the internet. It is an awesome thing. Yeah. Um, So you kind of end up in somebody else's stream and you kind of check it out sometimes. Sometimes you just keep scrolling and like continue with the interdimensional TV, which is a really good episode. I I enjoyed Rick and Morty. It's terrible that I often feel that we cannot have nice things without somebody messing up. But uh, it is what it is. It's still, I think it's still going. It probably will continue, but who knows if it end up cancelled. I don't think a show should be cancelled for the terrible actions of someone, allegedly. Um, because you're affecting everybody else's livelihood. So, yeah, it's a company doesn't stop if one worker is sick or something. Just remember me, just look at the picture of like 1 million plushies. Oh, those are plushies? I thought like it was like a. Give me a second. I thought it was. Wait. Oh, those are plushies. Okay. Well, if you're that, if you're a youngster, just as long as possible, just ask for family supervision. Trust me, there are certain areas of the internet that you don't wanna stumble upon. So it's good that if your family like you let your family know like, oh, I'm like you're potentially past your bedtime if you're young. So this is I don't know. Just catch uh, random people that are awake at this time. Hello, Sandeep. How are you? I remember you. You were telling me that you did like a course on BFS. I'm guessing one of the online courses, right? I remember something about that. I'm trying to remember if if that's correct. Yeah. I always think that I have a terrible memory, but every now and then I surprise myself. Uh, yeah. So you've been thinking of staying in Canada? I enjoyed Canada. I still have some friends in Canada. They're wonderful people. Like every other country, there's good things and there's things that are not as pleasant, but overall it's a wonderful place. It's rough. The weather is super rough, depending on where you are. I lived in Toronto for a while, and it can be grueling, depending on the time of the year. But summertime, it's awesome. So there's a lot of people that just they stay in Canada during summertime and it's just go look for warmer weather when full winter breaks. I don't think this is my best drawing, but I guess I always say that. Well, that's an option. I hope you find uh, your way within Canada. Uh, I'm from Venezuela, so that's a deck of cards I made about my country, and I sell it on my website. Uh, yeah, I'm from that part of the world. Not in an easy situation right now, my country, but anyway, uh, I, I prefer not to get into that much. I always mention like weird facts about giraffes. They're really aggressive. The males are super aggressive. Not like hippo aggressive. Hippos are number one on the most dangerous in Africa, but giraffes, like male giraffes, they can be nasty. Elephants are awesome. They're super smart. They remember, like they can. I don't know how much you know about animals. I really like animals. Um, well, I would say like my right now my favorite one is the capybara, the chihuire, as we call it. um, I kind of the reason is that I kind of identify with him because it's like I come from a place like my ancestors are from a place that is really filled with them with capybaras, and in my country it has a double meaning to say like if somebody tells you oh you are a chihuire, it's like telling you like you suck type of thing. Not exactly. It's more like um, it has multiple meanings. It has like levels of meaning to it. So I kind of like the a little bit of a self-deprecation aspect of it. kind of embracing that for some people you like some people are always gonna think that you suck. Like, oh, this person's lame. So I I like capybaras because in reality, to me, they're freaking awesome, and we, for whatever reason, connected that to like not that great. So I don't know. It's just fun for me. Give me a second. The chair is deciding to. There you go. Like it just kept on falling. Like I've been streaming for an hour, and the whole hour the thing has been falling down. But if you mean like Africa, uh, wise rhinos, I I've always find them fascinating. Elephants, I find them fascinating. Um, like megafauna, lions. I remember when I was really young, I we went to a safari. It wasn't a safari, like you know that Texas is like gigantic. So my dad lived in Texas for like a year or something. Oh, cheetahs are freaking awesome too. Um, well, in Africa, in Texas, they have like some like weird reservations. I don't know if maybe some of those animals were bought like to be hunted or collected in the beginning, but I don't know if this fact is true, but I believe that by some estimations there are more African savanna animals in Texas there that there are on the wild, on the actual savannah. So um, we went to kind of like it was kind of like a zoo where you could like part zoo, part safari, part reservation type of thing within Texas, where you enter with your own car and you can see like all the animals are there. They tell you do not get out of the car, just take the pictures that you want. If you want food, we can give you the food, and some of the animals get near to like to the car and such. But that experience to me was like, oh my god, this is incredible. And they had like giraffes. I don't remember elephants, but they have buffaloes. They had the there's a type of like it's not reindeer. It's some sort of something similar to that. Like the it's the animal that they confuse with a unicorn. No, they weren't in a cage. You basically it's a weird place. And I get the most similar thing you could connect it to is a safari. So a safari is usually, for what I know about it, is like a reservation where they have a bunch of animals, and you can enter with a car and you can kind of take pictures, see the creatures, and so on, and just move on. So that place it was kind of like that. So you had first like the part where you enter the park, and that's a place where they sell you the ticket. They like if you want to buy food for the animals, you can do it there. Restrooms, cafeteria, that sort of thing. Once you want to actually go on the tour, well, you pay your fee, and then they open, like they give you all those pointers, and they open the gate, and you enter with the car, and you kind of just go through that place, just looking at all the animals. I don't think they. I like to think that they didn't have like lions in the enclosure, but it was like acres and acres. Like you couldn't see. I don't remember looking at the like you could see in the beginning the fences, but once you enter, there's a point at which you cannot see the edges of the reservation or the enclosure. It's the most amazing experience I had, like in a type zoo thing, and I'm pretty sure the animals are really happy in that place because they have a lot of space, they have food, and that's why I say that I don't think they had. Uh, I don't think so. Like probably not. Maybe like you if you have a reservation like that, you still have to be responsible for them. So maybe they like if they see them, they probably like put as much plants that those animals can eat within the enclosure. That's what I'm thinking. L- Let me be clear. This was like I was like I don't know 10. No, what am I talking about? I was like 7 years old of what I'm like what I'm mentioning. I'm trying to remember something that happened like 20. I don't know, 26 years ago or something like a long time ago. So I could I could be messing some of it up, but yeah, that was a mind-boggling experience. Like I can only imagine what it would actually be to go to like Africa and see those creatures. It was also kind of weird because they had like American buffalo mixed in with African animals. Because I think one of the animals that really gets close to the car is the buffalo because they know that the car has food, so they get really close to the car, and that's like a really vivid memory in my mind because like you could see the eye of the buffalo and the listen to the animal breathing. Like really similar to Jurassic Park, but with uh, vegetarians. And like you just put like a piece of carrot out the window, and the thing just eats it and goes on with the stay, or it starts like trying to get the tongue inside the car so it can get more food. Yeah, remember that. That was an experience. Texas is a fun place. It has a bunch of awesome things. It really does. I don't know how it is right now, but when I went there when I was a kid, it was definitely interesting. Oh, that was, yeah, yeah. I'm remembering that, and it's one of those things that remember fondly, that experience. Scary, but oh, and you weren't here when I was talking, like the one of the streams I was talking about. One time I got lost with my dad on a national park, the Sequoia. I was mentioning that too. That was years ago though. But yeah, I wanted to be uh, like a biologist or paleontologist, and yeah, as I grew up, art was the thing that captured me the most. I wasn't good at math. I wasn't good at chemistry. Like I'm not good at that type of knowledge. Like I'm way more. I'm way better at using my hands, uh, like doing, uh, creating things out of nothing, than I am like remembering certain scientific facts. I guess I don't know. It wasn't. I was really into biology until like in high school. I got a teacher that it kind of pushed me away from biology. I was like, okay, maybe I suck at it. And in hindsight, I don't see it as a bad thing. Uh, my sister became a biologist, which is interesting. She loves animals ever since she was a kid, and that's an awesome thing. She really does love animals. I guess my family, on my father's side, we have like a predilection for animals. Like my grandfather, he had like the largest collection I've seen of National Geographic magazines when I was growing up. It was freaking awesome. And one of his sons became a biologist and works in like environmental impact. Um, well, we all had like this thing for nature, I guess. I was mentioning the other day that like my my grandparents on my father's side, they're from a place that is like Texas in Venezuela, kind of like Texas, like Venezuelan Texans type of thing. Similar, not exactly. To like, yeah, yeah, you could say it's similar. Um, the Venezuelan version, of course, but it's like one of those places. So they grew up surrounded by nature, uh, which I guess they transfer that to their their sons. Like my granddad, I was mentioning that he had like a friend that was a hawk, chicken hawk, I think is what we talked about the other day. Yeah. So he would like leave food for it, and would call it like he used to go in the morning like to the woods and call for it, and he would like show up. It was mind-boggling. It was like Ace Ventura type stuff. He would like come on. He used to whistle at it like, and the thing would freaking come like it was uh, trained or something. Oh, so amazing. To me, it was really impressive to see that as a kid. So I grew up with my grandparents being like that. They used to live in a place that was surrounded by nature in the mountains. Yeah, it was the type Ace Ventura type thing. I I think so. And yeah, I always enjoyed like just looking at animals in nature. So that's why I a lot of the things I draw are animals. I of course I do other stuff. You can see it on my portfolio and such, but I don't like me saying this but very much, but I kind of prefer animals than people. They're animals are like you at face value. A dog is shows you everything they are. Um, a lion, you know what you're dealing with. Like it doesn't matter the animal, you know what you're dealing with just by knowing what animal you're encountering. But that doesn't fly with people. Yeah, we we're different, and yeah, uh, maybe not the most what's it called? Maybe it can be a little bit controversial, but yeah, I feel we should take better care of our planet and animals in general. I also think that we could if we wanted to, but we're all busy messing up in other things. Eh, might finish it tomorrow. I think I messed up here. The face should be like more like that. Uh, not my best. Not my best. But I'm way past the hour now, so I guess I'll be cutting the stream. And if you decided to watch my stream, thank you. I appreciate you. And I try to go live Monday through Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Argentina time. It goes for around an hour. If you wanna ask questions or just hang out, you can do it. Oh, okay. Well, good night. Yeah, it's I don't know. They I don't think there's for everyone, but to me they're really fun. Um Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Consider subscribing, hitting that like, hitting that bell, and all that good stuff. Thank you. Uh, thank you. Appreciate it. Gracias. Um, well, I'll be ending the stream, so until next time, bye.